All right. All right. Got a fun project today. Gonna be building out a live event funnel. Just getting the right high-level account here. Sales. So this is going to be for one of my businesses. I'll show you here real quick. It's going to be for Attraction Autopilot. So these are my two business partners, Jay and Rob. As usual, I'm the behind the scenes guy, just how I like it. I like to sit here in my office and just work away behind the scenes. Excuse me. But this is a Go High Level white label SaaS that we started July and like last week of June. So it's going pretty well so far. And Jay and Rob here, they're at a big event today. And we are hosting a mixer Thursday night. The event's in Orlando, Margaritaville. So we're hosting an event and a mixer. And we're going to be inviting a ton of agents there. There's going to be a lot of people there. The goal, obviously, to promote Attraction Autopilot as well as to thank our current members. So, it's going to be a nice event. And I'm going to go ahead and build out the registration page for it. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. So let me just make sure I don't show anything that I'm not supposed to. Great. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and build this out. Trying to think of, I guess I'm gonna give it its own folder. Organization's big for me, especially when you're running a business like this. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of pieces. We have team members that we're training, we are growing and we're scaling. Being organized is extremely important, but I tell everybody, even if you're just a one-man band, no matter where you're at, start off being organized, utilize folders. So I'm gonna go ahead and first of all get to my sites tab here. I was wondering why we had so many folders. I was like, there's no way I have that many folders for funnels. We do still have a few, but I'm gonna go ahead and create one for live events. This is the second live event we've done. The first one, though, was when we first launched, and it was much less formal. And this one, we're able, we've got some funds to invest into, so it's going to be really nice. Live events. So this one's going to be the Leadership Retreat 2025 in Orlando. And when it comes to organization, like naming convention, folders, all that stuff, a lot of times people ask me, like, what's the right way to do it? How should I do it? There's no right way. The right way, I guess, if there's a right way is whatever helps you stay organized, right? But also you have to take into account, is it just you? Are you going to be bringing on teams? Because you might have some kind of naming convention or organizing method that might not be super easy for like a VA or an employee or partner to pick up. So you have to keep those things in mind, but ultimately organize your stuff however you're going to be able to know where it is, know how to find it as quickly and efficiently as possible. And start from the ground up being organized, because it's going to make everything easier once you're at scale. So first thing I'm going to do actually is anytime I build anything at high level, I pretty much always open high level in multiple tabs, just because I typically find myself needing assets or info from somewhere else. So I am going to go ahead and just pull up one more GHL here. So switch screens real quick. Definitely a faster way to work for me, having the multiple tabs open and just multiple screens in general. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is I can exit out of anything that I don't need. Okay, so we've got our building tab, and then we've got our reference tab here. So what I always do first is I go into my settings anytime I build a funnel, and I select the domain. In this case, we're going to be using getattractionautopilot.com. So one of the things I really love about high level, unlimited domains. You can have unlimited domains. So we have our core domain, attractionautopilot.com, and then getattractionautopilot.com is what we use for most of our marketing material. So that's what we're going to be using for this. I also want to get my Pixel and my Favicon URL. So easiest way to do that is just to jump over to another funnel that already has it. And this is where having it open in multiple windows can help. So I'm going to grab my Favicon and I'm going to grab my head tracking code. Click save. Excellent. Okay, so for this, we're going to be needing our opt-in page, opt-in/info page, explaining just a little bit about the event, but we're not going to give them the location of the event until they've opted in. So this is going to be confirmation/location. Perfect. And next thing I need to do here is create my form. So I need to have a form for people to opt in. But before I do that, let me just check something real quick. Be right back. All right. So we're gonna go head over now to our form builders. Form builder, we could also just do this here in the other tab. So I'm gonna hover over my forms, go to builder. And again, I'm gonna create this in a folder for live events. Add form, and I'm going to stick with the same naming convention as my funnel so they can just easily be identified together. We're going to do full name, it's going to be required, email and phone, and on this I want to put something for the short label. I think nope, I'm looking for the placeholder. There it is. We'll text you any important event updates or location changes. Cool. One thing with like phone numbers or anything like that is if you can kind of justify why you're asking for it, tends to help conversions. So some people might be hesitant to give their phone number, but you're saying like, hey, I'm not asking for this to spam you. I'm asking for this in case if we have a last minute location change or a last minute update or something happens, we want to make sure everybody stays apprised. So we're going to send that over to you. And now I'm also going to be putting in custom disclaimer here. I'm going to go ahead and delete the first terms and conditions and just put this one here. And we're going to make this required. We authorize Power Lending and Attraction Autopilot. So we're doing this in partnership with Power Lending, another company. They're actually our first enterprise client. So we're going to be they're going to be I'm trying to think of the best way to explain the relationship. Basically, they're going to be white labeling AAP, essentially. I guess is the easiest way to explain it. But that's exciting to have a client like that on board so soon. So full name, email, phone number, Then on this one, I'm going to do something like, we'll email you all the event info. And sometimes like this, like, this is one of the beautiful but also kind of scary things with ChatGPT. I don't like this, right? We'll email you the event info. That just seems super, I don't know. It just doesn't seem, it's not the quality I want this to be. I want this to be more professional. Now with ChatGPT, I'm just going to take a screenshot. And you know what, even for name, I think I might do something like, you'll be added to our guest list. You'll be added to our guest list. All right, I'm just going to take this, basically to ChatGPT, go to my attraction autopilots folder here and say, see the subtext inside the submission fields, make that text more professional and cleaner. So like I was saying, one of the beautiful but also kind of scary things with ChatGPT is you just don't have to think like you used to. And a lot of people are just not thinking at all and trying to use AI for everything, but obviously like AI can be wrong. AI can be inaccurate. AI is not always the best right now. So personally, like I only use AI. I really use it as a tool, as an assistant for things I already know. So when I'm using like GPT to help me work through a high level problem, and like no pun intended, and go high level, I either know right away or I can figure out pretty soon just based on what I'm seeing that it's either giving me outdated information from like an old UI, or sometimes like it does just giving me flat out wrong information. But if you don't know anything, you're not going to be able to identify that, and you're either going to waste a ton of time trying to follow the inaccurate info, or you're going to use inaccurate information. So just be careful, obviously.
Hear ye, hear ye. You just get more
Well, as you can see, I'm watching I'm playing the music here through YouTube. I've been really into these like 80s retro, I don't know, not really lo-fi, but whatever this is. Whatever it is helps my brain really lock in. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just enter in, yeah, so already cleaner than what I had. So add your full name to be added to the guest list. So again, what we're doing here is we're justifying why we're asking for all of these fields. This is always gonna help conversions. We'll send your event confirmation important details here. Excellent. So like this is way better than what I had. And you know, there was a time when I would have had to go and I would have to think through all this. I'd probably arrive at somewhat of a similar conclusion, but it's obviously faster for me to just go ahead and use the AI. Cool, so we have full name, email, phone, and our consent form here. I'm just going to next add in our privacy and terms. So let's go ahead and grab both of these URLs. I'm gonna click on this. So I see this all the time from people using high level. They never edit this, and then you click on it and it just takes you to the default broken page. So if you are going to be putting in privacy and terms, which I recommend you do, go ahead and make sure you actually put your own in. Actually, did I just add the wrong one? Which one did I just add there? What's weird with this? Yeah, I accidentally added terms, okay. What's kind of a little wonky here is like, I go to highlight terms, and then when I click this, it no longer shows that it's highlighted, but it still is. So just one of those hiccups that high level has that can trip people up. But here I'm going to just select this theme because that is our brand color, and we'll do register now. Spots are limited, which is true. Oh, my camera. I gotta figure out what to do with this camera. Oh man. Alright, come on. Oh, I'm looking. I do looking at OBS and not the. There it is. There I am. I gotta figure out so the camera goes off after like a certain amount of time. I gotta figure that out because sometimes I don't notice it, and I've just had a black screen. Not that anybody's watching, but for my own purposes and just making sure I can refine it. This, like anything else, is just another skill I can learn, another thing to do, I guess. The live streaming, it definitely makes me a little bit uncomfortable, just from like figuring out, I guess I'm less efficient with my work, because I'm trying to focus on this other stuff, but I think that's good. Always good to get out of your comfort zone and learn new things and stretch yourself. Alright, register now, spots are limited. You know, I might put this under. I'm gonna make register now a little bit larger. Looking for a text field here. Spots are limited. First come, first serve. So there's our urgency, which obviously we will bake this into more so on like the opt-in page itself, but we'll put it in here as well. Oh, I drink way too many energy drinks, man. Drink a lot of water, always have, but I'm drinking way too many energy drinks. The fridge right there, you can see those are all from like this shelf down. At the bottom, couple shelves are empty, but I ran to Target earlier today. I grabbed a couple more. My son, who's 4, he loves to help me put those in the fridge. So we open up the box and he helps me stack them in. Anyways, back to our build. We have our form here. I always... Another weird high level thing, man. Like when you're in a form like that and you press back, it goes back to like how the form was. I don't know. It's weird. Like you saw that it kind of reverted back to like the default form, and then I pressed back again, and then I still have my saved form, but shoot, I was on the wrong. Sorry, I was on the wrong. Again, all in the learning experience. But anyways, and then I go back and I have my main form that I built, but then I also have like this default form, which is strange. Anyways. Now that we've got our form built, we can go ahead and jump back into our funnel. So we're going to build out our opt-in page first. I want to make sure I change my unique URLs here before I do anything else. So let's do /leadership-retreat-mixer. And we can do 25, just since this is the Leadership Retreat 2025. As you can see, I get really specific with my unique URLs. You want to make sure you never have any duplicates, so you can get really specific. Everyone that's getting this is going to be sent the link directly. It's going to be through like them clicking a button or something like that, so it really doesn't matter. You're not going to be telling somebody, go to this link. And it needs to be like super memorable. You're going to be sending the link directly. For this one, we'll do leadership, retreat mixer 25, confirmation. Oh shoot, dang it. Changed the wrong one. It's alright, just delete confirmation. And then we can now go to our confirmation, paste in what we had. Come on, high level. Perfect. So people will opt in on this page using the form we just created. Then they will go to this page with all of the information. I'm gonna go ahead and I need to pull up, actually I think my business partner sent them to me. Nice, yes, okay. So I'm just referencing a couple things here. All right. We're gonna go ahead and create this one from blank. Sorry, I'm looking at something else here. Go ahead and create this one from blank, and I'm pulling up a couple of references. Nice, there's already a good amount of interest in this event from the Facebook post, which is awesome. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drag in a section for a full section here. Sorry, I'm thinking through what I want to go with design-wise here. I'm going to keep it simple, but I want it to be clean, kind of match, you know, the vibe of AAP, but I definitely want to go with like a lighter aesthetic here for this use case. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to build the rest of this off stream, honestly. Again, doing the streaming stuff just to figure it out, honestly. Because I might take it more seriously or try to do it more, but right now for this particular project, just the streaming side of it is taking up too much bandwidth. So I think what I'll probably do is build this out off stream, then I'll create a video on the channel here for creating a live event funnel, and maybe I could even grab this as a snapshot and template that y'all can download as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop stream here, build the rest of this, and then we'll get a video on the channel about